everyone, welcome back to another vlog. Sierra and I are going to be vlogging a little bit of our weekend just because I don't know what else to record for next week because we're kind of busy with finishing packing up for Hawaii and things like that. And you guys usually like our vlogs even if there's not a whole lot going on. So I'm getting ready this morning. Sierra already had to go out and shovel the driveway, so we did that. I know Sierra's reading right now, so I don't know. I think she was close to finishing the third book in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I can do a little book update for the book that I just finished yesterday.
Alright, figured I would pop into the vlog for a second since I haven't been doing much. I don't know what Megan's talked about this morning, but we had to shovel our driveway this morning because it freshly snowed last night. And I have been doing some more reading. So this book is actually all 5 of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy books. I read the first 2, currently reading the third one. Honestly, I feel like this one's not that good, so I'm kind of just trying to like finish it so I can just have it done and I can read some other stuff. But I think that after the reading I've done this morning, I only have like 30 or so pages left, so definitely want to finish that today so it's done before we go on vacation because I have some other books that I want to read. I'm definitely not going to bring this with me on vacation.
Okay, decided to finish kind of getting ready after I showered. So now I'm ready to talk about Red, White, and Royal Blue. So this is my 6th book that I finished this month. So this has to be my best reading month ever, I think. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish another one because I'm trying not to start one until we go to Hawaii. So that kind of gets me to the end of January. My goal for reading this year was 45 books. And right now I'm on pace for 72. But again, this is like my best reading month ever. So that's probably not going to continue. Anyways, I read this over like the course of 4 days probably. And it's a pretty popular book. So just to let you guys know what it's about briefly if you aren't sure what it's about. The first son of the United States ends up falling in love with the Prince of England, and neither of them are out, so they're kind of keeping it a secret amongst themselves and like their close friends, and then eventually it extends to their family finding out, and then they're trying to navigate how to handle their relationship or if they should even continue their relationship, just because you could see where that might cause some issues. His mom's getting ready to go up for re-election again, so how that's going to affect her campaign. And I expected that I was going to like this book, and I did. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I thought the characters were very likable. You're rooting for them the whole time. I feel like you get to know their personalities well, and it's interesting to see how they navigate their long-distance relationship. And yeah. The next book that I'm going to be reading is going to be The Soulmate Equation, I believe. Or at least that's the like physical copy that I'm going to be bringing with me to Hawaii. And then everything else I'm doing, I'm debating if I should bring another hard copy book because I like hard copy books and I just bought 4 new ones. So I got The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren, which is the one that I'm for sure going to bring with me. And then I have a bunch of books on my iPad that I got through Kindle Unlimited that I made sure also had like an audio component just because I don't really want to bring my iPad to the beach and read. I don't think it's like the best to do that, or like I just think there'd be like too much glare on the screen. So at least if it's like the audio version, I can have the app on my phone and I can listen to the audiobook if I want to do that on the beach. The other book that I'm debating bringing is Today, Tonight, and Tomorrow because I posted all the new books I got on my Instagram and was asking if anyone had read them, and everyone loved Today, Tonight, and Tomorrow. Like, I didn't see a single bad thing about it, and so I'm like, well, now I want to read it. And then I also got Crime and Punishment just because I was walking around Barnes & Noble, and I saw it on the table, and the cover I thought was kind of interesting. It was like a different cover than like the classic cover. And then I looked it up, and it had like a pretty good rating on Goodreads, and then I asked people about it, and I had very mixed reviews, so I'm not sure. It's going to be like, because it's a classic, the premise sounds interesting. I think the writing style will be like the make or break it thing for me. And then I also got the last book that I just picked up was The Lost Ticket. I don't think there's been that many people I've seen that have read it, but I've seen it a couple times when I've gone to Barnes & Noble, and I think the idea sounds cute and the cover's cute, and Goodreads had a pretty good rating for it. using the phone right now to vlog because the vlog camera needed to charge a little bit, but I'm sitting down. I'm gonna get ready to do my hair, which using my trusty Shark Flex style. Something that I was also thinking of doing in my room. So I got rid of my desk because, you know, hopefully assuming I pass the NPT, I no longer need it in here to have a separate study space. So we have like our desks in the office downstairs, but I had that desk in here so that when Sierra and I took those practice tests, we weren't both in the office, so we could both like be in the zone and focus. But I got rid of it. You can see I've got some stuff that I'm packing for Hawaii, hopefully mostly done. I hope this stuff fits in my backpack because that's kind of what I'm banking on since my suitcase is now full. But anyways, what I was gonna say was like I always do my hair here, and like I don't really do makeup, but if I were to do it, I would also do it sitting on the ground here. And so then that like I just kind of leave all this hair stuff out because I get it out and use it fairly regularly. So I have this idea of getting some sort of like storage ottoman thing where this stuff just like goes in there. But I don't know. I'm still like debating if that's what I want to do. I'm also debating eventually like creating like a reading nook in my room. So I don't know, just ideas that I have. Last night, Sierra and I also started watching this new show on Netflix. We had been watching the season of Survivor that they have on there, but they only have one on right now, and we finished it. And then previews, I guess, came on when Sierra was still downstairs for like this Netflix show called The Mole. And so she thought it seemed somewhat interesting. It's kind of like a mix of Survivor and they're trying to figure out like someone's trying to like sabotage all of them, but they don't know who it is, and like they have different challenges where they're trying to earn money. And then the mole's trying to make it so they don't earn money. So like it's like, is someone really bad at a challenge, or are they purposely trying to make it so you can't win the money? And so at the end of each episode, they take a quiz to try and like, if they think the mole is this person, then they're answering questions as if the person, like it'll ask like, what's their eye color? Were they in this group? And so they have to try and get as many of the questions right as they can. And then whoever does the worst and gets the most questions wrong is sent home. And so we finished 5 out of the 10 episodes yesterday. And honestly, like, it's just like a nice, easy watch. So I think we'll probably watch a little bit more of that today. Also, this is unrelated to me, but Maggie, which if you don't know, she is our cousin. She is a social media person for the Bengals. And she's currently on her way to Kansas City right now because she's going to the AFC Championship game, and I'm just so excited for her. It seems like such a fun time, and if they win this, then she gets to go to the Super Bowl, which how freaking cool is that? Because usually for just normal regular season stuff, for her job, she'll be at the stadium for the home games, but then for away games, she doesn't like travel with the team. So this is kind of like an exception to the rule where since it's just like such a big game, she gets to go. They're driving. At least she is, and like some other people she works with, but I'm just so excited for her. I think that's so fun. Okay, I'm getting ready to make some lunch. I'm doing a pizza in the air fryer. So I also have some peppers because Sierra had these for making breakfast burritos earlier in the week. So she told me to add that to the pizza so I can use them up because we need to use hopefully most of our groceries before we end up leaving for Hawaii. And then I'm not sure how great this salad still is, but I pulled that out to either eat or throw away. So a lot of times when Sierra and I are going somewhere or have trips, we usually have to like plan ahead for the podcast and record maybe 2 episodes when we would only usually record 1 just to make sure that we have one to go up. And so sometimes it takes a little bit more planning ahead. However, for this trip, just based off of the dates that we're going, we actually should be fine to record this one. It'll be scheduled to go up, and then by the time we get back, we still have like a day or 2 before the next one needs to go up. So we actually don't need to record ahead, which is kind of nice sometimes. It's just so you don't have to worry about getting too done. In Hawaii is also when we'll probably figure out if we pass the NPTE or not. I'm thinking next Thursday or Friday is when we will most likely know, which is exciting. I think I passed, hopefully. And our next video is going to be the video where we kind of show us getting ready the day of, and then we'll have clips of our results and stuff, assuming we pass, hopefully. Sierra's kind of like, if we don't pass, I don't know if I want to post a video, so true. But it'll be that video and then the Hawaii vlog probably after that. Okay, my dinner is done. I made Sierra, or begged her more so, to go get us some pop, because we were out. And so we're gonna watch, I already told them that we were watching The Mole, so we're gonna watch an episode of that, and then I think we'll probably podcast shortly after we do that. Just another day in the office. Time to get some things set up for recording. Also, would you take a look at what came in the mail? Our official diploma. I know we showed you guys in the vlog, like, I technically didn't know if this was the real one or not when we like actually graduated, but I was kind of like, this kind of isn't like the prettiest looking diploma. It's because it was not the actual one. Let's get the light pulled out. We really need to vacuum the floor in here. My nails are actually long enough to like use this equipment. So for this week's episode, Sierra and I are trying to take a gander through a different subreddit that we haven't used before, and so this one's no stupid questions. Hopefully it'll be a fun one. We'll have to see how it goes. Look how cute our setup is. If you guys have any ideas, you know, like what should go above Sierra's head? What's some decor ideas?
We've tried looking for art on Etsy that has like a similar vibe to this one and still matches our aesthetic and makes sense for a podcast, but haven't had the best luck.
So if you have ideas, like something, it doesn't have to be blue, but like I feel like if it was blue, that would kind of bring in, you know, our not red and pink, which we have plenty of. This poor rug that you guys never get to see, but it's in here. It is 2:30. We just finished podcasting. I think it was a fun one. Like sometimes we finish recording and like usually I feel pretty good about all our episodes, but this one I was like, that was a good one. I just thought our conversation was fun, and so I will obviously promote. You guys should go watch it and check it out. I'm gonna grab, what was annoying was that I needed to keep switching SD cards out. Like before we recorded, this one ran out of storage, and then when we were recording, our camera that we used for recording the podcast ran out of storage, so I need to gather like a million SD cards right now to edit the podcast stuff together. I'm thinking that, I think this is the one I need, and then maybe just sit down and watch some more of the show.
Alright, just finished the third book in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is Life, the Universe, and Everything, I think. So, Life, the Universe, and Everything. All of these books are like fever dreams when you read them, and so you kind of have to accept that. But this one felt like a fever dream, and then you wake up and it's one of those readings where you can't even describe what happened. That's how I felt like while I was reading it. So don't ask me what the plot of that book was, because I think I don't know. I give it 3 stars. So back on the shelf it goes until I decide to pick it up again. So I decided that it was time to get my eyebrows waxed before heading out for vacation. So just pulled in and I'm gonna do that quick. Hopefully it'll be 10-15 minutes and then all done. Fresh eyebrows. Eyebrows looking fresh, hair kind of looking crazy right now, but they look good. So happy I was able to get that done before the trip. Just finished another episode of The Mole. I think we have 3 more episodes left. I honestly highly encourage you guys to watch it because Megan and I are having a lot of fun kind of playing along with them. We have our suspicions of who we think the mole is, so we'll see if that ends up playing out. In the meantime, we are starting on dinner, trying to just not grocery shop or like buy a ton of food, just finish out what we have before we go on vacation. So very simple dinner tonight. We're just having, what noodles did you pick? Just having some penne with sauce and then some garlic bread. So very, very basic. Just like that, dinner's done. Back to the mole.
So we're on the final episode of The Mole, and they're getting ready to do the reveal. And so I thought it'd be fun to see if Sierra and I have any sort of big reaction.
The spotlight will now reveal who is the mole. The mole is
We guessed the mole wrong, but the person that we liked the most won, so I will take it. That was what I was more concerned about. So I am getting ready to start packing for Hawaii. I technically haven't even started. I mean, I've started in the sense I have a lot of stuff here on the floor that I want to bring, but I haven't started putting anything in my suitcase yet, so I'm gonna start doing that. Just laid out the bulk of the clothing that I'm planning on bringing with me. Hopefully this can all fit in my suitcase pretty easily. I am also bringing a backpack to go as my under seat storage, so I don't have to fit absolutely everything in my carry-on, but it'd be nice to get most everything in here. So here's where things are looking right now in terms of packing. I have my away suitcase pretty much fully packed. I still have to pack my toiletries and stuff in my bag, which I feel like I might just do in the morning since I have to use some of that stuff in the morning anyways. These Birks I want to bring. Megan was telling me I can probably still fit those over there, and like these folded shirts I want to put on top over here, or like underneath there or something maybe. Swimsuits are pretty much taking this entire thing up. All of my clothes, I mean not all of my clothes, there's some folded over here. A lot of my other clothes though, folded up pretty well over here, and then Megan gave me the good idea of putting my socks and underwear in my hiking boots since they took up a lot of space. So hopefully that'll close nicely, and then have my backpack over here that I took out all the stuff that I didn't need. Have 2 sand cloud towels in here. This is the book that I want to read in Hawaii, and then I'm also going to bring my Kindle, curling wand right here, and then my iPad will fit nicely in that back slot there. And then I have enough room in here to maybe bring the vlog camera as well. So I think we're in a good spot for packing, and all in a
night's work.
Yeah, I was like, what am I looking for?
All in a hard day's night.
That's like what I was trying to say.
So it is 10 o'clock basically, and I've been charging my iPad because this is what I'm planning on bringing with to watch any TV shows or movies that I might want to watch, which means I need to do the downloading part. So I'm gonna do that, and then I was maybe going to edit clips from today to start editing this video together, so depending on how long this all takes, I don't even know what I want to watch. So I have 7 episodes left in the first season of New Amsterdam, so I'm downloading all of those. And then I think that like usually movies on the planes, like they're pretty decent selections, so I'm debating maybe just like not necessarily doing movies. It depends on if I can find other shows that I want to watch. Good morning, everyone. Today is Sunday. Really don't have a whole lot on the agenda for today, except that we are going to go to Target to get a couple last minute things before we leave. Mostly I want to get a small travel size lotion, and then I also, my face has been having, it hates me right now. I don't know what is going on. There's been like pimples forming under the surface. It has been so dry, which like it's cold, but like also it's not like I've been outside that much. So sometimes in the past I have used like the specific lotion for eczema because I have eczema, so I don't know if that's what's going on my face, but I am desperate, so I'm going to go pick some up. And then there's a Starbucks at Target, so we might also get something there. And then Hailey's birthday was a couple days ago, so she is having a little get together at her house just so we can celebrate. I'll show you guys the gift that we got her, and then eventually we are going to drive to Omaha. I guess I didn't say we're flying out of Omaha because it was cheaper to do that. So since our flight's tomorrow, we're driving over and staying the night there since it's an early flight. So we are going to leave from Hailey's house to go to Omaha and then watch the Bengals-Chiefs game at a restaurant there. I did not wrap these, but I don't think Hailey will mind. So
We're reducing waste.
yes, we got her this Elle Premier hairdryer brush and volumizer. You guys probably shouldn't be surprised that I was like, hey Hailey, do you want this? Would you use this? And she said, yeah. So I was at Target. They have upped the price of the Revlon One Step side because when I got it, I'm pretty sure it's $40, and now it's like $70 for the exact same product. And this one was $40 for the brush that looks the exact same and 3 other attachments. So I decided we were gonna try this. And then I also decided
to get her some heat protectant. I don't know if she has any or not. And then this is just a leave-in conditioner. It's the one I have, which I can't say I'm like for or against, but I got it for her anyways. So that's her little gift. I'm looking up on my phone right now. Specific treatments are like, what can I do to try and like save my skin quickly? So I've got like a couple products on my phone to maybe search for at Target, and we'll see if they help today. Okay, let me show you guys what I got. Also, this is kind of random, but I feel like whenever my skin and specifically my face starts to like break out a little bit more than normal, I get kind of like freaked out and nervous, because when I was in, I want to say high school, but it might have been middle school, there was like this course of a week where like my skin started breaking out so bad. I was getting pimples like no other, and I was like, I've never had acne before in my life. Is this like the new normal for me? But it was like getting just like gross. And so because it was all like so quick, we went to the doctors, and I had impetigo, and so like, you know, then I got antibiotics or whatever they give you for that, and then it like resolved. So now whenever I have like this kind of quick, like a bunch of pimples and stuff like come out there, and I'm like, I don't have that again, do I? But like that was much grosser. Like there was like stuff oozing. It was gross, which is not what I'm having right now. But I always kind of like in the back of my head, I'm like, at what point do I say like this is not a normal breakout? When I was looking stuff up, in the 5 minutes that I spent searching for stuff before going to Target, I was seeing that tea tree oil was good, and benzoyl peroxide was good, specifically for like deeper pimples that are under the surface. And so I found, this is the generic version of like a Neutrogena product that was there. It's acne spot treatment from Up and Up, and it has benzoyl peroxide as the active ingredient. This was the eczema lotion that I've gotten many times before. I mostly am like, that one might be like best for my neck, because I'm like, is that eczema? I don't know. But, and then this was just my body lotion in a travel form that I needed. And then there was this, Zitstica is the brand, and it has swabs and then patches. The patches have salicylic acid, and the swabs have tea tree oil as one of the ingredients on them. So I'm about to like create some sort of like skincare regimen right now and use like all this stuff. Okay, so Sierra and I have just kind of been hanging out. I did have the TV on a little bit earlier, just listening to like Sports Center, listening to what they were saying about the upcoming games. Sierra and I have been seeing a couple TikToks where like people have like lyric videos put in front of them, and then like they have to try and like guess the words. So we're just kind of messing around and doing that right now. I also did a couple things to my face. So I washed it first, just like with my face wash that I have. And then I put the like spot treatment on. I got like something right here, and then like a pimple right here. And then the deep pimple patch thing, I did that right here. You can see that's on right now. And then I used the eczema lotion elsewhere. So our mom's gonna pick us up in like an hour, hour and a half. And so we really don't have anything to do till then. So we're kind of just killing time. So you're doing the karaoke thing right now. I'm doing Bet On It by Zac Efron. Alright, we have picked up our grandma. Our mom picked us up from our house. So now we head over to Hailey's to watch Ira basketball and then celebrate her birthday.
So we are officially at the Marriott. We are heading downstairs to the bar restaurant area to get some food. My grandma's back there. And we are going to watch the, is it AFC Championship? Watching AFC Championship. So Bengals versus Chiefs. I was like, who is it?